Today, I'll show you how to create a sprint in ClickUp. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll know exactly where to click, what each option means, and how to avoid the common little mistakes that can slow you down the first time you set this up. First, make sure you're logged into your ClickUp workspace and can see your main dashboard. On the left side of your screen, you'll see the sidebar. This is where all of your spaces, folders, and lists live. A space is like a big container for a team, a project area, or a department, and it's where your sprint setup will live. In the sidebar, move your mouse over the space where you want to manage your sprints. Don't click yet, just hover your cursor over the space name. When you hover, you'll notice some extra icons appear next to the space. Look for the small plus icon. This is the shortcut to quickly add new structure inside that space, such as folders and lists. Go ahead and click the plus icon that appears when you hover over the space. A small menu or dialog will open, giving you options for what you can create. Here, you're going to choose the option called Sprint Folder. A sprint folder is a special type of folder that's set up for agile work. It helps you organize multiple sprints, track their progress, and use sprint-specific features like sprint points and burn-down charts, depending on your plan. Click on Sprint Folder. At this point, ClickUp may prompt you to give your sprint folder a name. Pick something clear and descriptive so your team immediately knows what it's for. For example, you might use the team name and the time period like Web Team Sprints or Q2 Product Sprints. Keeping the naming consistent will make it much easier to find and manage sprints later. You may also see a few additional options depending on your workspace settings, such as choosing a location in the hierarchy or confirming which space this sprint folder belongs to. Usually the space you hovered over is already selected, so you can leave that as it is unless you need to change it. Once you're happy with the name and any basic settings, all you need to do is click Create. This final click tells ClickUp to generate your new sprint folder inside that space. It might take a moment, but you should then see the sprint folder appear under the space in your sidebar. From here, you can open that sprint folder and start configuring your actual sprints, such as adding your first sprint, setting dates, and adding tasks or user stories. The important part for now is that you've successfully created the sprint structure in the right place. To recap in simple terms, hover over the space where you want your sprints to live, click the plus icon that appears, select Sprint Folder, rename it if needed, and then click Create. Once that's done, your sprint environment is ready, and you can move on to planning the work that goes into each sprint. That's all it takes to create a sprint structure in ClickUp. With this in place, you're set up to manage your agile workflow much more efficiently.